Hello and welcome to this presentation on JHA on the fly. Today, we're going to talk about this proactive tool. This isn't paperwork for the sake of paperwork. It's a simple, practical tool to help us think about hazards before we get hurt. The goal is to slow down just enough to recognize risks and take action before an incident happens. By the end of this discussion, the key takeaway is simple. Injuries are preventable. Most incidents give warning signs before they happen. JHA on the fly helps identify hazards in real time. Stopping to think equals going home safe. Why we need to change? Our injury snapshot for 2025. In 2025, we had over 50 first aid cases, minor but frequent. We finished the year at 6 recordables. And we had 1 PSIF incident, serious near miss, that could have resulted in fatality. First aids are warning signs. Recordable injuries usually start as smaller incidents that weren't addressed. A PSIF incident means the potential for serious injury was already there. If we don't act early, the risk increases. Introducing JHA on the fly. JHA on the fly is our proactive tool. It's not complicated and it doesn't take long. It's a quick check we do before starting a task or when something changes. The purpose is to recognize hazards and control them before someone gets hurt. The purpose of JHA on the fly is prevention. We use it to identify hazards, adjust controls when conditions change, and stop injuries before they happen. This tool directly supports our goal of reducing first aids, recordables, and serious incidents. How to use JHA on the fly? The reason we use a JHA on the fly is to answer the following. What are the tasks I will be completing today? What are the hazards I will be exposed to? What PPE is required? How do I control the identified hazards to protect myself and employees? How to fill out a JHA on the fly? Pause first before starting task. Fill in name, department, and date in the details section. Next, select the reason for completing this form. Now in this section, you will list all of the activities that will be performed in area being assessed. In this section, you will need to complete the checklist and select yes or no to all hazards identified in area being assessed. Also, if you answer yes, you will then need to circle the hazards that apply. Once these steps are completed, if unsure, unsafe, or concerned, then use Stop Work Authority. Next steps are to add the required PPE for hazards identified, and also to list out all of the controls that will be applied to tasks. Last step is to have the assessor sign the document as well as manager. Once this is completed, we will use this tool to communicate the hazards to all affected workers, and each worker will sign the back of the document, acknowledging that they were communicated this information. Post document to workstation to be audited for site leadership during walkthroughs. This will work because it focuses on prevention, not reaction. JHA on the fly helps us identify hazards before someone gets hurt, especially the kinds of issues that lead to first aids and eventually recordables. It's done in real time where the work actually happens, and it empowers employees to stop, think, and take action. When this is consistently reinforced by leadership, we reduce repeat injuries and lower the risk of serious incidents. Remember, every task, every time. Supervisors, managers, leads, let's champion this together. In doing so, we take a proactive approach to incident prevention and work towards a zero-harm environment. Thank you for participating on this training on JHA on the fly. Your trainer will now go over how to use the form with examples of completed forms as well as answer questions. Have a safe and productive day.